Hello, Internet! My name is Oliver Stalefox, and I welcome you to Sessions in Place. Today, this is the 40th consecutive episode of Sessions in Place since April 10th, 2020. How crazy is that? And today we have Ason Red here at the Fremont Abbey, and you might be looking at your watch right now and being like, hey, Sessions in Place, it's not 7 p.m., it's 7:08. Well, let me just say it's okay. Sometimes things are late. Just like today, we're late, but that's okay. We're gonna have some amazing things happening. You might be asking yourself, what the fuck is Sessions in Place? Well, we're a socially distanced concert series that's live streamed every Saturday on Facebook and YouTube. We do this whole live stream thing because we believe that music is essential, and this is the only way that we can have live music right now. So hopefully you at home are tapping a toe, snapping a finger, doing what you gotta do to get in rhythm, because this is gonna be a good one. And we ask that you, if you're watching it on Facebook right now, follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, do all those things. And you know, that social media, or that stream link, you can post that onto your social media timelines, and then so the more people can see it on Facebook, you know. And then if you're on YouTube, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, like our stuff, set that reminder bell so that you're reminded that we're live streaming. Also, if you didn't know, we do create remasters of 3 songs we post to YouTube. So check those out. There's a lot of good content in there. And then you can, you know, share that YouTube stream link onto whatever social media timelines as well. If any of those links that I was talking about, you're curious of how to get to any of those, and you're on Instagram right now, you can go to our Instagram, Sessions in Place, and in our bio, there's a link tree, and you just click that, and then all of our links are right there. And while you're on Instagram, you can even take a picture or a video of yourself, and then go onto your Instagram stories, put it there, and then tag Ason Red, ASON_Red, and then Sessions in Place, so that we here can see how you at home are watching this. We also have a Venmo that we ask that you consider donating at least $5 bills to, but you can donate as many as you are able. And we also have a Patreon that we have 3 tiers. That's $5, $10, and $20 a month. That if you really enjoy what we're doing here at Sessions in Place, that really does help us continue going and going, because we want to continue doing this. This is all we got in the live music world, so keep on trucking. And that on Patreon, you actually get access to the rest of the remasters. Like I said earlier, there's 3 on YouTube, but there's more than 3 songs that are performed. So the rest are actually accessed through Patreon. So become a subscriber and listen to all that content. Now, grab a glass of whatever's helping you cope with this time apart, and let's enjoy Ason Red together.
Good evening, everybody. You're tuning into the sounds of Ason Red. Shout out to Wuph. Evils of the world corrupt the young minds. Most of my people struggling to get by, embracing reality, but always still tied. Now a gun and a bullet can take the pain away, but desire and faith can take you a long way. A desire for justice to make the greedy pay, and have faith so the future can see a brighter day. It's the idea and the vision you can bring to life. Now plant the seed and watch it sprout into a fruitful mind. And growing up, yeah, I was taught to never ask why. And what the reason for this? Why the school's making me stand and pledge allegiance to shit? Why the poor get taxed more than the rich? Man, ain't that a bitch? How the black man struggle more than my kin? I think it's time to question really what's going on. Now ask yourself, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Profit potential can leave you suspect. To feed the prison complex as long as they get their check. Now look, it's just business, ain't no good reason for it. They try to keep us enslaved and we still try to ignore it. Divide and conquer, that's the reason now we can't move forward. If we ain't seeking for equity, knowledge, freedom, or peace, tell me then what's the motive? What's the reason? Ain't no reason for it. 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 What's the reason? Ain't no reason for it.
What's the reason? Ain't no reason.
Lost in the days and we in a state of emergency. I contemplate as I burn this spliff to the 3rd degree. This currency might make the world stand still. With nuclear war ready to set off underneath God's will. That is the will of the dollar bill and God we trust. Lust for blood and stone puppets, casualties in the dust. They fallen victim to the hands of their leaders. They've deceived us, open the casket for non-believers. Fill their blanket with fever, capture their soul before you claim their land. Here, historical tactics put to action and I can't understand. What's the purpose of it if it ain't absolute power? Can't teach you forbidden truth when we're paid by the hour. Now we're the institutions that foster social relations instead of corporations provoking accumulation. They spending more money on war and cages than education. They got a million ways to feed, no solution to starvation. Now what's the reason? Ain't no reason for it. 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 What's the reason? Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason.
Ain't no reason.
Yeah. Keep your head up. Trust yourself. Can't put the blame on everyone else. There's got to be a reason. That was No Reason off my second album, Love, Lust, Lost, available on all platforms. Thank you. This next one is called Ride Slow. You can peep the music video on YouTube. I'm gonna introduce the band members if that's okay. Padilla on the vocals across from me. Thank you for being here. Austin Schuyler on the guitar. B Cadence on the drums. And lastly, Liam Neer on the bass right here. Getting funky. Here we go. Pull up on Sunset, I'm driving, scoping tamales, blunts in rotation, relaxing if you would talk, it's pop with Jamaicans, making melodies, music, my motivation, complacent, eyes with kaleidoscope, concentration, I'm facing my reflection, is present, 7-star in the crescent, God cipher divine, captivating the essence, varying by dimension, collecting jewels with a silver spoon, a dozen ways to correlate with the moon, gravitational pull, traveling through perspective, I cross my mind as I shift into uncertain direction, greeted with misconception, blunted off of reality, transcribing my afterthoughts while the Buddha blessed with vitality, obsolete with the rhyme, coincide with the rhythm, shining like moonshine, triple distilled, I'm vivid, kicking 200 proof, yeah that's proof I'm living, ride slow, hoping the light don't corrupt my vision. I ain't worried about it, I'ma keep driving, keep my foot on the gas, we do it like whoa. You need to close your eyes and ride slow, relax yourself and let the sugar leaf flow. I ain't worried about it, I'ma keep driving, keep my foot on the gas, we do it like whoa. Okay, yeah. Hey, I reached my destination. What a pleasant migration. Experience a stimulation with growing sensation. Tightening screws on loose minds and lightening these fools blind to equity and divine from bigotry and a dime soul search. Hard to find when you're corrupting the mind. Hard to shine when you're scared of the light. Adjust the focus in my eyes so I can see what gift this life can bring. And when my eyes wide shut, now I can see everything. These cheap dreams got me singing sweet woes like whoa. I'm singing sweet woes like whoa. Yeah, you need to close your eyes and ride slow. Relax yourself and let the sugar leaf flow. I ain't worried about it. I'ma keep driving, keep my foot on the gas. We do it like whoa. You need to close your eyes and ride slow. Relax yourself and let the sugar leaf flow. I ain't worried about it. I'ma keep driving, keep my foot on the gas. We do it like whoa. That was Austin Schuyler on the guitar solo.
So there's a person here on the chat chats. Onest Hippie? Does that sound like somebody you know?
Honest, what up? Shout out to Honest, man, the legend, the
Honest
God.
Hippie.
Man, I wish he was here right now.
So let me just say all the things that they've said so far, because they're just going. A-la, I don't know what that means. Ason, 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 Ason. This is fire. Proud of you, King. Whoa. All those things.
Appreciate you, Honest.
We also have Force GC saying, slaying it, dude, and I believe that happened right when we heard the shredding guitar. Of course, that was fucking rad. My face is mildly dripping off my bones, so thank you for that. And then Brother Man Bill is saying, try cool, or tricool. I don't know. So use that for whatever it's worth. And also, Honest Hippie just said, I love you. And maybe that's to me. Maybe that's to you. Maybe it's to all of us.
Shout out to us all. He's a big... Honest is the God, man. I wish y'all could hear him rap.
Well, maybe we will someday.
Yeah, Honest, get your ass up here, man. For real. Let's do another one. Hit them up. Hit up sessions in place. For real.
Slide right into our DMs, Honest.
I'm not playing. All right, Honest, this one for you. This is called Look What I Did Today. Look what I did today. I'm on my bed today. Got out of my head today. Whoa. Man, fuck what they said today. Now we breaking bread today. And we staying ahead today. Said, look what I did today. Got out of my bed today. I got me some head today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We ain't fed today. And we chasing our bread today. I'm using my head today. And my style be hella wet. Taking all our energy. And my crew stay hella fresh. I be keeping my spot in check. And they all trying to run the check. And I always show love and respect. That's why I be giving respect. Too much sauce in my sauce, better ease up. Riding around, hoes down, cheese up. Southbound speeding up, G's on creased up. Got you squeezed up, my team beefed up. Protein lean struck, fly boy steamed up. Start the car, where the keys at? Check this duffel bag, where keep my steez at? RP cap, yeah, no cap facts. RP pun, yeah. Smoking this pack of the wood in the back of the lap, with the pack of the Mac. Versatile on the man in the middle, I figured it out like a motherfucking riddle. I see it so clearly, just like it's a mirror on a penetrator, just like a strip on a skew. Dedicated to everybody, stay true. At the end of the day, I did the best I can do. One day at a time, all fall down like dominoes. Me and stop ball. Said, look what I did today. I'm on my bed today. Got out of my head today. Whoa. But fuck what they said today. But we breaking bread today. And we staying ahead today. Said, look what I did today. Got out of my bed today. I got me some head today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We getting fed today. And we chasing our bread today. I'm using my head today. Yesterday I woke up stressing, but today the world is mine. It's hard to see the blessings through the hard times, cause they show up in the skies. What's in your mind? Oh, you need some energy, then reach your hands up to the sky. Salutation to the sun, let it shine. I'm grateful to be alive. Walking my hands up high. Yes, Lord, I'm feeling divine. I finally reached a peace of mind, and I'm still getting a piece of mind. I eat by the slice of the devil's pie. Enjoy every moment, don't let it fly. If I get you sleeping, you better slide. Cherry, you stop and you let me ride. I'm down with the herbs, you know I stay liquid, and I get you done to the I get it twisted. You got a bullet, so scope, and be twisted. I'm gifted so precious, so peanuts and bitches. Go on my line, let us be patient. I'm keeping the peace, I don't know what it's you. Gave you the secret, I hope that you listen. I just on a homie, the ass on me. Said I woke up, made a bear rock, went outside and checked the mailbox. Break my bread, express some love, cause that's just what a player got. I walk into the session with a blunt to my lip. I can give a fuck if you ain't bumping my shit. And that's the end of our set. But don't go nowhere, because we got 3 more songs. We got an intermission. We got a second set coming up. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in very much. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. My name is Ason Red. I'd like to thank Sessions in Place for having us and providing a safe environment for artists to continue to express themselves during these unprecedented times. I'd also like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in and giving us people to perform for. I really hope you enjoy the show. And I'd like to give a special thank you to the people who were able to donate, as it helps keep this program going and feed the artists, including myself, when we come through and play. So thank you so much. We're really grateful to be here and excited. To say the least, it's been a horrible year for artists all around. I personally had a lot of momentum going into 2020. I released my first album, 7, in August 2019. I was performing between California and Canada, and I had a lot of gigs booked into 2020 that went into the gutter. I spent most of the time, the end of 2019, writing and recording for my second album, Love, Lust, Lost, which I took my time with once coronavirus hit because I'm picky. So we spent a lot of time on the mixing process, but I didn't really get to drop that until March 30th unintentionally at the peak of the global shutdown. I couldn't even perform an album release concert for it. So it was just weird. But my single from that album, No Reason, which you just previously heard, that song really heavily reflected on what was going on at that exact time and still to this day. And in fact, 4 years ago when I wrote that song. So it was just weird that I decided to put it out now of all times, and especially at that very moment. So it was kind of special for me. Since then, I wanted to keep my, momentums up somewhat, whatever the momentum I had left, to keep the creative process going. I wanted to keep putting out content no matter what, whether I could perform it or not. That led to my third release, Deliverance, in late 2020, an EP, just like 4 songs. And then I put out, shortly after, a live EP featuring audio footage from 2018 with some talented musicians I played with in California from a show I did early 2018. My friend recorded it, sent me the audio footage. It sat on my Google Drive for years, and I took some time to rediscover it, and it sounded pretty good, so I got it remastered, and I decided to put it out for people to listen to on all platforms because it really captures the live element. If you put some headphones on and listen to the EP, it really sounds like you're there listening and watching. So I thought it was pretty important to put that out, especially during now, for people to reminisce on what it's like to go to live shows. Maintaining my creative consistency in 2020 has been really tough, especially doing it on my own, as I've been internally battling and struggling to just keep up with what's going on and understand what's going on and what it means to be a musician during these times. It can be stressful and ultimately pretty doubtful at times, at least for me. It seems like no matter what I was able to release or do before all this, it's like, now what? Everything just seems like it went all down the drain. Any plans we had at being a successful artist in my own idea of being a successful artist. But ultimately, I see this as an opportunity to not stress about performing and growing as an artist, but more so just living it and creating music as I go and putting it out for the sake of putting it out. We don't really know where it's headed, so I don't really expect anything from putting out music at this point, except for appreciating the craft and doing it for the love of it and putting it out for people to enjoy. But other than that, I'm really anxious to see where it goes. It can be hard to find motivation, and that's why kind of recently I've just been taking a mental break from playing music and more so just practicing my instruments. I play guitar, bass, keys I can kind of play, and electric drum set as well is really fun to play. I've been playing that more so recently. Drums are easiest for me to play when I'm feeling in a musical funk because I can just kind of beat them and follow my natural body rhythm as opposed to using my brain. If that makes sense. It's been tricky being a musician at this time with all the time in the world to create. It can just be overwhelming for sure. Finding inspiration comes at times through my peers, seeing my other friends being creative and posting and sharing their stuff on Instagram. That gives me some inspiration to be creative myself. So I try and channel people I know to stay creative. So shout out to my creative influences. You know who you are. They know who they are. Just big ups to every artist, specifically who's been able to push through and maintain a creative process during these times, especially if you're alone, because it's not easy. So I'm proud of myself for the small amount of progress I have made as a musician within the confinement of my own creative space.
Thank you again for having us, and thank you to all the sponsors and viewers. Once again, I am Ason Red, and I hope you enjoy the show.
And we are back! If you're just joining us, you unfortunately have missed the first half. But do not fret. It's okay. You can always go back in time after this is all done and watch the whole enchilada. But we ask that you stay with us now because this is live. And it's actually happening currently live. So if you're at home, please engage through the chat because I will say some of your things to Colton and the band, if they're honorable, if they're mentionable. And then if you're on YouTube, we ask that you subscribe to us on YouTube. That would be phenomenal. And also set that reminder bell so that you are notified when we are live streaming and when we do post remasters. Because if you didn't know, we do post 3 remasters from each live session. It's true. And then if you're on Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook. You can check out our event calendar so that you know who's coming up. And then you could also share those stream links, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, onto your social media timelines so that more people can see this. Because this is great. This is a fun time. We're having a great time here at Fremont Abbey. Just a head nod. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, we ask that you take a picture or a video of yourself and then put it onto your stories and tag Ason Red. That's ASON_Red. Also, it's right there. And then also sessions in place so that we here can see how you at home are taking this all in. We do have a Venmo. You can find us by just typing in sessions in place. We ask that you donate at least $5. That goes to tipping You Need a Burger for providing us the meals. That's crew and talent alike. We all have got food, so that we want to be generous back to them. So please be generous back to us so that we can be generous to them. If you want to help us out even more, we have a Patreon with 3 tiers. That is $5, $10, and $20 a month. And you actually get access to the rest of the remasters because the 3 that go on YouTube, there's more songs in the set than that. Oh, those go to Patreon. So please consider becoming a Patreon patron. And now, let's enjoy some more Ason Red.
Got me feeling some type of way, and you won't like it when I walk away. Give me one reason to stay here when you be tripping. Instead of busting my balls, you can treat me a little different. Ay. You got me feeling some type of way, and don't get mad when I got nothing to say. Give me one reason to say something when you be iggy. I ain't mistreating you, baby. Stop being rude and listen. It could turn me insane when you make me feel ashamed, and I ain't done nothing wrong. Please do not treat me this way. I've been good to you, I look up to you. It's so hard when you continue to front while I speak my truth, and I reach for you and you push me away, so I find in my dismay I'm feeling hesitation when it comes to confrontation and conversation. Feels like I'm wasting my time. I wish that you could be the perfect one for me, with all your qualities, but I might just have to leave. It's causing too much grief, this shit I can't believe. You crossed the line with me, I might just keep my distance. You got me feeling some type of way, and you won't like it when I walk away. Give me one reason to say something when you be digging. I'm just treating you, baby, stop being rude and listen. Damn. You got me feeling some type of way, and don't get mad when I got nothing to say. Yeah, come on, baby. Listen, got a question. Why do you bring me down? 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 Why won't you love me now? 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 Why do you let me down? 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 Why do you bring me down? Won't you caress me down? Why won't you love me now? Baby, caress me down. That was called Say Something.
That you said a lot of things with that. So we got a nephew on the chat here, Mr. Jonathan Thompson. That's Ollie's nephew, I believe. Oh, there you go. He said the drummer is my uncle, so there you go. Jonathan Thompson in the chat. Also, we got Dylan Manzanares with the Straight Fire. There you go, cuz. Honest hippies, they're just going wild.
God, don't get it twisted.
It's quite hilarious.
Shout out to Brad Blakesley too, if you tuning in.
And Brad Blakesley is actually saying shout out from Kenmore, Washington. Yeah. Thanks for putting us on the map.
KNMOR to the E, baby.
Chelsea Shorts is also in the chat.
That's my girlfriend. Shout out to Chelsea.
She's saying dope room. I think she said something else too.
She would like it here. Shout out to my mom and dad too, and my sister, and Steven, her boyfriend. Hope y'all are watching.
Love it. Original Kenmore, Washington rapper. Thanks for the music. I can't believe how talented you are. You have done so much, and I'm so proud of you. Love you. That's Andrea Cater?
My Aunt Andrea.
Andrea. Sorry, Andrea,
Hi,
for saying your name wrong.
Say hi to the girls for me too.
And then Honest just said, tell her I need a feature. I don't know who that's.
It's a Hadia.
Oh.
We can run it. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Also, Hadia, Jamie Purnell is saying hello to you.
Jamie. That's my friend's mom, who's also my mom, pretty much. Love her. Biggest fan.
Aw, Jamie. And then we got Rico Suave,
What's up,
Garrett
Rico?
Call, and Sasha P. Johnson watching. Watching and loving with that Straight Fire. Thank you guys so much. This is just a treat. Quite the treat. Alex Johnson saying, watching from Montana. Love seeing you do your craft.
Love you, Sasha.
And then Joshua Sanchez. We are watching. So proud of you.
That's
Love
my
Mom and
dad.
There they are.
Hey, do you see Austin, Dad? My dad was his principal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Class is in session.
Back in junior high. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Austin for making it because he just learned all my music last night, late. This is all last minute, so we're doing, the best we can.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Also, if you tuned in earlier, that last song we did on last set, Look What I Did, is from my album 7. You can find that on all platforms as well. And Love, Lust, Lost, that last song, Say Something, you can find that on Love, Lust, Lost, streaming on all platforms. What's this next one? From Bubba. This one is dedicated to my mother and to my auntie who's not here with us. There you go, see it feels so unreal. I can't begin to express all this pain that I feel. And I don't understand, you were here, now you're gone. Seems like it was the worst time to leave me alone. And I ain't never been this low. Life ain't easy, but that's just how it go. Learning lessons and taking blessings, but it's been hard to let go. And to hold back these tears from singing they sad sonnets. Wishing it was all a dream and you'll come back, but I surely doubt it. So for now, let this melody cry as my guitar gently weeps. Hoping this song can bring you back to life, put me at ease. I feel weak for the past few weeks, too many thoughts to think. Like call your mama, she can be gone in a blink. And while this resonates, I wonder, who else can relate? Cause it's a song about love had and love lost in a day. Feelings of pain and remorse, trauma, death, and divorce. Life takes course, seasons change, mad things rearrange. There ain't no justice in court, it's the same song and the same game. We see a different picture, but we live in the same frame. It's a wicked world, surely, and we all in it. Praising the murderous God, so my head's spinning. Another man took your life, can he be forgiven? When I think about you, I get angry and stay simping and tripping. There for me since my day one, he was my auntie, my friend. I cherish the moments we had together. There you go, see it feels so unreal. I can't begin to express all this pain that I feel. And I don't understand, you were here, now you're gone. Seems like it was the worst time to leave me alone. One more time. There you go, see it feels so unreal. I can't begin to express all this pain that I feel. And I hurt so bad without you next to me. Sometimes it's hard to accept what is our destiny. from Bubba off my second released album, Love Less Lost. I always get emotional performing that, like actually always choke up. It sucks. All right, what's the next one we got? I'm gonna put the guitar down. This is our last song. Shout out to my girlfriend Chelsea for getting me this pick holder. What up, Liam? You can find this on my second to latest EP, Deliverance. Check. Yeah. Hip hoppers. Let's keep it moving. Like that. I like that. I like that. Here we go. Now let me tell you what rhyme did about when I done lost my mind. Thought I was a grown-up when I was slurping a sweet premium wine. When I had to let a fella know it wasn't that armor red that Sunday cheap. I left me hanging. I had a melted Carmelo on my sweater and I left the stain, yo. So I started acting insane. Local, I was flipping. It felt like I was tripping on some LSD. Or was it the KMD? You wouldn't know me, but I'm down with the OPP. So check the STD. Down in the STB. We burn some CBD. Ain't fucking with PCP. But that was the night that changed my life when it done slipped in the pipe. It was spiked. It felt alright till I was bleeding out my eyes. The red rum was spilling. Hope y'all ain't catching no feelings. I just had to take it back to the creative art of storytelling. Yeah, let's keep it moving like, check, yo. When it comes to storytelling, I retreat to present tense. Commence to obtain evidence and impeach the president. Stiff at the stuttering, I spit as if I had a speech impediment. Verbal gunslinger, I'll shoot you with irrelevant rhetoric. Convicted of the mastery of blasphemy, addicted to catastrophe. And wasting my time by listening to these whack MCs. I shrug them off like it ain't nothing. And proceed to rock the mic, I'm speaking out of spite. But it's alright because the flow is tight. Shocking reality like poltergeist. Out of the box is how I live and yo, it's ultra nice. My brain tripping on waves to the fading away, and I'm raising the flame. Shame in the game, now who to blame? Yeah, who to blame? We keep it moving. Keep it real, keep it real, keep it real, keep it realer than real. Keep it real, keep it real, yeah, keep it real, keep it realer than real. Hold up, gonna switch it up. Sanitize the mic. Sanitize the mic, come on. Sanitize the mic. It's time to do the right thing like Spike. Yeah. Sanitize the mic. Step back and I sanitize the mic. It's so clean. Sanitize the mic. It's time to do the right thing like step into the city. Sissy strutting throughout the scene. Working the digits and dollar signs, steady collecting creep all day. I'm blowing O's and I'm feeling great on the highway. I rose Dola from state to state. Migrate when I'm on the beat side with the producer. Head to the east side with the ruler. Now I'm on the west side with the producer. You begin stone trying to do something. Trying to make plays, finna make weight. Gotta make moves, gotta get paid. Enjoying the fruits of life every day. I'm a plate. Pouring my pennies and sipping the Henny. Twisting the Louisville sluggers and bringing back chops on the daily. My convoluted rhyme schemes with mono hybrid cross genes. Examine one property. I'm out of while manipulating the very surface of what it seems. Catch a glimpse you may see. I shake, rattle, and split domes like chromosomes. So leave it alone and let it be known. I hold it down like yard known. Serving these bitches like proxy while slinging the elbows like Muay Thai. Pound for pound, round for round till the sun die. No woman, no cry when Fuji la died. 90 degrees underneath palm trees. 666 coat wick like New Geek with some stick. Cruise in my car, bumping pop. Picture me rolling down your block. Make it knock, fuck the cops. How many people they kill a lot? In my whip, bumping woo. Bass go boom, you can hear that shit too. Puffing on a blunt, now how you like that? Let's bring that shit back, come on. If it ain't hip, it ain't hopping. We ain't stopping, we don't quit, we keep rocking. We praise rocking, we flip flopping. Like my pancake with the chocolate chip. Vanilla yogurt with them frosted granola bits. Common kid activist, smashing fists like a gravel. I'm grabbing boulders and toss them in the gravel pit. Smack a bitch if he acting a bitch. Breaking your wrist, disarming your weapon. Fool get stepping, lesson learned. Oh, how them tables turn like acetate. Common sense seems to be dropping out of tragic rate. Activate your mind to enhance all of your senses. I'm at a loss of appetite cause I whack MCs for breakfast. They tasteless and leave me feeling nauseated. A whack MC finds good marketing and thinks that he made it. But when life's in perspective, they ain't really made shit. Just an ignorant fan base and a scheme to get rich. The industry is a pimp and no doubt they got you whipped right now. That's all I got to say. Yo, peace, I'm out of this bitch. Yeah. Austin Skyler on the guitar. up, blaze it 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 up. Yeah, boy. Thank you. Shout out to T-Nixx. Once again, I'm Ason Red. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you, family and friends, strangers. We did it. Thank you guys for joining. Shout out to the band one time. B. Cadence on the drums. Liam Neer on the bass. Austin Schuyler on the guitar. And lastly, Hadia on the incredible vocals. Shout out to Sessions in Place.
Holy wow. That was fucking rad. How about that? How about that? Thank you guys so much for everything that you just did. That was just some shredding, some rapping, just like, fuck. So hopefully what happened here was able to transcend through the screen, and you were also having your face melted, because it happened here. And hopefully it happened at your home. Now, I want to remind you one more time that we do have a Venmo. We ask that you donate at least $5, and that goes to helping us tip You Need a Burger for providing us with a meal, for the generosity of their hearts. So please do that. Do that generously so that we can be generous. And we also have a Patreon. We have 3 tiers. That's $5, $10, and $20 a month. That really helps us because we have expenses, and this is a passion project, all volunteer ran, just so you know, and it'll help us. So thank you for doing that in advance. We have people to thank that are Patreon supporters. That's Denise Zanto. We got a mommy right there for Derek, and then misnomers. We have Amy Ellen Trefsker. We have Shelly Cochran, Tina Jones, the now fiance of Ben Strickland, Hugh Lee, Ebba Lukander, Kevin Schlatter, Anna Yamborkik, Michael Kugler, my Aunt Carla, and Uncle Bear, and my mama, Pamela Love. So thank all of you for donating to us through Patreon. That is incredible. I appreciate it. Sessions in Place is produced by Austin Glass, Ben Strickland, Brent James Driscoll, and myself, Oliver Stell Fox. And tonight, the tech director was none other than Richard McLean, AKA Switchard McLean Cuts. Normally people say that if they're paying attention. And then the jib operator, that is, and always is, Ben Strickland. And the steady cam was Brent James Driscoll doing that. Just like that. That's how a steady cam. That's pretty much what a steady cam does. So whenever you saw that happening on screen, that was Brent James Driscoll. The additional camera op who was on the slider, Chris Brown. He is a new SIP favorite. Very, very amazing work with your steadiness that you do on that thing. Appreciate you. Derek Zonto over here doing the lights and making some fun stuff happen today with those tubey tubes and just all of the stuff, really. And then myself, I did the audio. My name's Oliver Stell Fox. And then Jeffrey Martin over here did the BTS photography, of which you'll see on Tuesday on our Instagram some shots, 10 shots to be specific. And then we have Carol Faulkner to thank for social media PR and basically making our Patreon more of what a Patreon should look like, so shout out to you. And then this was shot on location at the lovely Fremont Abbey. Just beautiful. We are very blessed to be here and thankful. And we have many more people to thank that are sponsors. That's R90 for these lights, these movers, these big boys that just put out so much light. And then some of these side fill lights as well are R90. So thank you guys so much for helping us out. You Need a Burger, like I said previously, they have provided us with a meal, and through your generous donations through Venmo, we're able to tip them back. So like I said before, be generous through Venmo so we can be generous to them. And then Adams for these face masks, right here. Getting a new shipment next week. Also, I'm getting hooked up with a pair of their shoes, of which I am so very, very into, because apparently they're the most comfortable shoes in the entire world. and we'll find out after these messages. And then Guayaki for their yerba mates, giving us the energy it takes to make these sessions happen. So thank you, Guayaki. You guys are tight. Do 206 for really extending us their audience, so that cross-posting to them, a whole new world of stuff. The additional music that's happening right now underneath me. You hear that? It sounds beautiful. That's done by Tiffany Costello, and that's House Keys Music. You can find her on Instagram. Very moody, drony music that I appreciate. Next week is our 41st Sessions in Place. Ever since April 10th, 2020, we've hit every Saturday, and we're not stopping yet. And next week we have Shoecraft, and we'll be here again at the Fremont Abbey. So I hope the rest of your night is at least half as phenomenal as what happened here at the Fremont Abbey. Yeah, well, good night.